What is up, guys? Joey Buzzkill here, back with another Light in the Dark video. Guys, I know you guys love this. I do too. I can't get enough. I really don't know where Little Sis was in the last video, but honestly, it was just a confrontation of me and Big Sis. So honestly, um, that I think she's coming to it. I think we're gonna get to the end of it. Not sure when or not sure how, but we're just gonna get right into this next one. And by the way, my subs are going up 73 now. Thanks. Amazing support, guys. Thank you. I love you guys. All right. This is day 5 called Choice. We're going to have to make some choices. Is that gum on the table or is that next to the... I don't know. I always never wondered that. Was that always there or... I have no idea. Let's go. Ah. Oh, we had a dream. So did Martin Luther. I'm going to hell for that one probably. I don't know. It seemed to be an afternoon after school. My mother hugged me so tight it made my arms uncomfortable. She kept crying, apologizing, and wetting my face with endless teardrops. Why was she crying? I blankly looked into my emotionally collapsed mother, even if a supposedly familiar face appeared unfamiliar at that moment. Even though she was the one who betrayed father. Even though she was the one who abandoned us. So why did she look so sad? I couldn't ask a simple question from my heart, yet a voice answered nonetheless. That's how the adult world works. That was a depressed, yet still young voice. Within the darkness, I realized that there was no one other but my own voice. Oh, that's bright. Oh, God. Oh, by the way, guys, happy freaking New Year. Love it. How was you guys' New Year? Mine was great. That was great. Woke up from my dream in shock with the realization that my face was all wet. I couldn't recall the details of the dream itself, just a sense of bitterness weighing on my chest, rendering my breathless. Let me get this. There were a few spots of white light going from the outside onto the ground. It was so quiet I could hear my own heartbeat and the wind from the window. It was probably 4 or 5 a.m. Just woken up early because I slept way too early the day before. The stab stretched my body with the joints making clear cracking sounds. Last bit of my dream vanished with the morning light. Noticed that the girl was leaning against the door with the blanket. With her knife next to her body, she had clearly fallen into a deep sleep. Where I might escape, she didn't even want me to sleep in an actual bed. Slender body, clearly due to malnutrition, and her unkempt, shoulder-length, long hair was tangled in multiple places. Her long eyebrows wrinkled together. She couldn't find peace, even in the dream. Her long hair didn't seem very healthy, and even the color was not consistent. One probably couldn't even care less about the hair eating for the way not alone as uncertainty. She could be barely beauty, keep picking herself up, and maybe the sounds to make up. Carefully observing her asleep face, I almost forgot she was the kidnapper. Having a totally different family might have led to a totally different life for her. The world is not fair. It's not. I remember what she said and wonder the emotions she said that out with. Helplessness towards society, self-pity, rage against the rich. I decided to stop thinking about it and focus on figuring out what to do. Oh shit. I pulled the rope. Tried to force me, but it is impossible to break it, so I just aimed to loosen it. Oh, my stamina. Fuck. It was damn that hurt. Upon the rope making contact with my wounds, the newly healed skin started to bleed again. The itchy, stinging feeling was unbearable. There was only something sharp like a dagger, a cutting knife, or even a rock. Nah, bro. She waking up. She woken up. Oh, luckily she didn't wake up. Okay. I couldn't let her see my struggling now. Yeah, she can't give up. There's no point in taking too many risks. They just might let me go after tonight. Oh, God. Yeah, because she might wake up and I probably would have died. Alright. Finally, I would guard down around me. I just needed to be patient and wait for opportunity. Good morning. What are you doing? Tiredly yawned, looking unpleasantly. Waiting for breakfast. Bruh. She clearly didn't buy it and walked up to me with a knife. She checked if the rope was
今日
loose.
親父が金を払ったら解放してやるんだから変な気を起こすなよ。
Oh, I'm free once he pays? No funny business?
黙って一言も口に出さないのが一番。わかった。
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I got it. Do you get it? Because I mean, like we're like facing here, and like honestly, like I just don't even know why I'm kidnapped in the first place. You'll never make friends if you're this bossy, you know. Yeah, she's appreciate She stared at me briefly, decided to say nothing more. She then walked into the bathroom to clean up. Ah, unlikely as it might be, but if they were going to pay the ransom, they would let me go without me risking anything, right? The real problem would be if it was just to buy time. I wasn't sure what they would do if after it was a delay. Either I escaped on my own or waited for the police rescue. Well, I would just worry about that after tonight. Well, if that was morning, here comes day, right? Or afternoon? Oh, so what now? Oh, shit. Yeah, why do you owe
親
that
父が
much
他
money?
の人と一緒に会社を立ち上げたけど、
With that
そ
point,
の
I
人が
skipped
金
out
を
a lot
巻
of
き上
money.
げて逃げた。
Oh, that should be none of your business, though. You can just file for file for that. I can't say it right now.
親父は少しの辛抱だと思い込んで、
He thought he
闇
could
金
make it
に
the
まで
loss of
借
the
金を
business
して
kept
しまっ
running,
たん
so
だ
he
よ。
loaned a ton from the loan shark.
あの人は経営に向いて
He's
な
no
いんで、
businessman, so the
また
business
倒
naturally
産した。
failed. He himself skipped town
金を
too
儲
instead
け
of
るど
making
ころ
any
か。
money. But legally, that's his own debt. Legally? She's coming up with her grunt and asked her.
これを学校のテストとで
He's
も
in
思っ
some
てん
kind
の？
of entrance exam with the
み
cops
ん
if
ながち
everyone
ゃんと
follows the law. So no one can help you? So no one can help you.
あんたは
You need to take
自分の
responsibility
人
for your
生
own
に
life.
責任を持つこ
No,
と
you
をち
don't.
ゃんと
No, you
学んだ
don't.
方がいい。
Right,
これ
that's
は。
it. Isn't that your
あんたた
favorite
ちは
line?
も
I
ういい。
mean,
それとも私がどうやって生きてきたの
specifically
かって
how
こ
you
とま
still
で
survived until
あんたに
now.
報告。
She shut me down decisively, fell into deep thought next to the window, or lighted a cigarette. So what now? Chat with this one. You look pretty tired.
ほっといて。
Not your business. Guarding me around the clock was heavily mental stress had taken a quite toll on her body. Ah, shit. Told you it might spread.
うるさい。
You happen
あん
not
た
the
みたい
same bad shape as you. I'm not helping you if you faint.
黙っ。
Shut up. Like asleep, bad temper, she waved her hand to stop me from saying more. So what now? Rest. Yeah, stamina's already up there again. I gotta get that shit in the green. She couldn't seem to calm down on the big day. Pacing around the room, she kept checking her phone screen. Oh shit, why did it zoom in like that? Sound from outside the door. Judging from the girl's shocked reaction, I wasn't imagining it. Who could that be? Oh shit. No questions in my mind, but I was pressed against the wall before I could even open my mouth. The girl covered my mouth in panic and raised a knife against my neck. The blade was so close I wouldn't dare to move an inch. Don't move. I
黙れ
can't.
って言っている。
Shut up. Ava stopped the trembling in her voice. She put more force into her hand, and the sharp end of stab in my throat was just a simple push. I didn't appear to be an accomplice, since it didn't appear there were any other residents. One wouldn't accept a sudden visit. Police, maybe? They might be able to find me through surveillance camera footage or cell phone signal, but they could find us quickly after a few days. Found a train of thoughts. The steps got closer, then it stopped right before the door. There was no hesitation, straight to the destination. In other words, they knew that someone was was near. As though waiting for something, there was no sound outside of the door. No one seemed to want to break the silence. Her tense right hand trembled a little, and I can see the sweat dripping down her cheek.
ちゃん。
Big sis? Oh, shit, there she is. The little girl's voice came through the door. Of course. Carry a bag. Yeah.
何をしている
What are you
ど
doing?
れ
Do
ほ
you
ど危
know how
険なこ
dangerous
と
it
だ
is?
か
If you
分かっ
didn't
てい
make
る
a
の
sound, it might have attacked you. Sorry. You better see her getting mad at a little girl who lowered her head apologetically through the door. I could see the view downstairs. The red armrest and gray wall were all common sights in an old apartment building. Whatever, as long as it's not the cops. Wait,
待って
didn't I tell you
こ
not
っちに
to come?
何があった
What happened? Who
誰
asked
か
you to
があん
come
たを
here?
よ
Jesus. She raised her head silently as she shake the little girl's shoulder with a nervous whispering. No
じゃ
one.
なんで
Then
姉
why
ちゃん
did
と
you?
一緒にいた
I
いだ
just
け。
wanted to be with you, Big Sis. Big Sis. Oh, I just wanted to be with Big Sis. Her direct response rendered the girl speechless as she became in the thought while rubbing the little girl's head. The little girl's motive was simple. She just wanted to be with her Big Sis, but her sister had more to consider. How to avoid police pursuit was due to after getting the money. It was difficult to escape on her own, letting alone taking care of the little girl.
この荷物はどうしたの
I had to bring so many things. Signing her letting
王
go
さん
so
が
much.
持たせてくれた。昨日の
Miss
残りだって。
Wang said they were
彼女
leftover.
わかん
She
ない。
knows.
体
Don't
に
know.
気をつけてっ
She
て。
just said you should take care of yourself and let her know if you need help. Who's your unusual cool with her head lowered depressing? Big Sis.
王さんが姉ちゃん
Miss
の
Wang
こと
seems
を。
worried about you. Oh. Oh.
大丈夫
Don't worry, it'll all be over soon. She managed to smile, rubbing the little girl's hair. Ooh. Miss Wang. What they were talking about. Oh, shit. Nah. Nope. Nope. Remember his name secretly. It could be the clue to find a mastermind.
まあいいか
It might be for the best. She passed the knife to the little girl. Started leaving the room and
彼
stopped
を見張っ
conversation.
ておいて
Keep an eye on him for me. I'm
私は
going to give a call and
何
find
が
out
どう
what's
なって
going
いる
on.
かを聞い
They
てく
didn't
る
pick up the phone. Step out of the room
あんたは
calling.
黙る
What
ことを
part of the shop don't you understand?
誰に会おうと
Any
あんたの
business, got it. Yeah, cool, I got it.
お腹が空いたらパンを
Just
食べ
eat
な
the
さ
bread
い
if you're hungry. There's
水もまだ足り
also
て
enough
すぐ
water.
戻るから
I'll be
どん
back
な
soon.
ことがあっ
Since
て
you're
も
thinking about untying yourself. Hey, what if there's a fire?
あんたは焼け死にな
And
さ
you're
い
burned to death. I don't care
彼
as
女が
long
逃
as
げ
she
られ
escapes. Far from my privilege, only come versus look with the little girl quietly nodding on the side.
もう一度注意してやる
Yeah, cool. What else can I do? Barbecue? Yeah. Good, leave. Door closed, leaving me only a little girl inside. We would learn the ransom even really arrived tonight or not. They would only keep a closer eye on me if the negotiation continued. If I wanted to run, now would be the best chance. The little girl has less strength than her sister, nor was she as on guard as me as she wanted to be. Choices were like gambling. You never knew it would be until your next card. The only thing that mattered was you only had a chance of it. Pretty much. So what now? Let me chat with her. And Miss Wang you just mentioned. I had to find another way to make her disclose it. She's real Carver, right? Damn, I need to somehow cover it up. What I mean is that I don't know. Ta. Right, I almost forgot to thank you.
なんで
Why are you thanking me? When I was sick a few days ago, weren't you the one that asked her to buy me some medicine? So it helped you anyway. No, she wouldn't have. Some having something she was guilty about. I kept it in mind. To her, my gratitude might not be praise, but criticism. So what now? We're gonna rest when we have the chance again. Feel fine after the rest. I should ask for more information. Yeah. Day 5, noon. Awesome. It was the 5th day of my kidnapped life. Started to get really tired of the unchanged room, whether it was the afternoon sunlight, the reflection in the window, or the mixed air with cigarette and mold smell. I didn't have an enlightening experience, I just wanted to get out of this goddamn place. What's that? Noticing in the bag in her hand, I asked out of curiosity.
折り紙。
Colored paper. Took out piles of colored paper. The rainbow of colors really stood out in the depressingly gray room. After a few slick movements, she had nimbly made a small paper crane out of it. She moved on to the next paper upon completion, and another one was completed in less than a minute. A paper crane. Yes.
でき
They
た
better
折り
finish
鶴は
paper cranes
買
from
い
us.
取ってもらえるの。
Oh, working from home. Heard some factories will also suing and packaging the housewives and pay quantity upon competition. Fuck, I read that wrong. Probably. Despite our low pay, many people took on such jobs for the convenience and
少
flexible
しでも
hours.
稼ぐの手
I
伝い
wanted to
たい。
help and make some money so we could pay up the debt sooner. She was still working a ticket just before it was swap out. Didn't appear to be her first time. She must have been doing this for a while. How's the payment? How much each?
1000場で2400円。
800 Taiwan dollars
急いでいる
for
なら
1,000
少し
more
高
if
くなる。
urgent. 800 per 1,000 cranes. That's less than $1 each. Even if I took only a minute to make one, it would still take 15 hours. That's less than 100 per hour salary, less than I expected. How much do you owe?
いくら鶴を折っ
I
て
know
も
that
返
no
せな
matter
い
how
く
many
ら
I
い。
make, it would still not be enough. Guessing what I had in mind, she quietly resumed working.
姉ちゃんを手伝う
But
方
this is the
法。
only way I could help Big Sis. She knew that little money was inconsequential. She knew what she was doing was illegal, yet she could only do what she could, even if it was pointless as filling the ocean with rocks. Do you know the story about paper cranes?
1000羽の鶴を折ったら
Or the 1,000 paper cranes you can make a wish. So you do
姉
know.
ちゃんが言ったことが
Big
ある。
Sis told me that, but it was all a lie.
鶴を1000羽折る
If it
だ
all
け
it
で
takes
願
is
いが
1,000
叶うなら
cranes, everyone need to work
誰
so
も
hard.
苦労しないはずだろう
No,
って。
wouldn't imagine a way to put it, but I guess they didn't have time for a romantic fantasy. How ironic that the dream-fulfilling paper cranes were made by people without them. I observed her side with face with unease. She didn't appear to much have emotion, just quiet and thoughtful. The siblings had such drastically different personalities in contrast to her big sis' anger she just accepted without a word. She cared about her big sis' happiness and current life more than fairness. I almost pity you here, but there is no good ending awaiting for you to do this.
じゃあどうす
Then
れ
what
ば
can we do? I don't know. I couldn't even sort out my own problems. We alone must bear our crosses. We all have our own problems to deal with. No one cares about it, and no one will help you. We're born in this world alone and face these problems alone. Those who can't make it will get eliminated. Another depressive end thought to this game. The world is not only unfair but merciless. It's getting dark and there's no news of her big sis. I don't know if you got the money. I started to worry. While I didn't really think that they would pay, I still hoped that this fiasco could end on a peaceful note. If they couldn't get the money, all these intertwined thoughts in my mind. The little girl just ate at the various big goods. Quietly, not noticing my thoughts. You like sweets? She moved on to egg tart after finishing her donut, neither of them fitting the proper meal. She quietly put her hand away like a child that got caught doing something naughty. I like sweets too.
本当？
Really? And yeah, it made me question her age. Yeah. She looked at a middle schooler yet timid personality once her sister became a entire school kid. Yeah, I like cookies, cakes,
チョ
ice
コレ
cream,
ートは
chocolate. Chocolate is nice, but I prefer the ones with a high percentage of cocoa. Otherwise, it's too sweet for me.
うんうん。
Not really understanding it, just nodded, paused with her work, grabbed a magazine from the book pile, flipped through the pages before putting it before me. It was like a professional magazine on desserts. There were photos of famous bakeries and detailed analysis on each of them. I could see her notes. Some pages included a white chocolate cake that got especially circled. The pure white cake was decorated with berries and covered in cocoa powder. The elaborate garnish made it more like an artwork than pastry.
これ食べたことある？
Have you tried this? Nope. I seldom try out a particular store. I only visit a few I know about. Sometimes people would give us some of these gifts, but I really had a taste of those who didn't visit home frequently. Speaking of which, white chocolate is actually not chocolate.
なんで？
Why is that? It's white because there's no cocoa powder. Did you know it's made of cocoa butter and milk solids?
そう、
Oh, she tilted her head and blinked a few times out of
どう
confusion.
違うの？
So what's the difference? Different ingredients. I heard white chocolate is not
美
as
味しけれ
healthy,
ばいいんじゃない
but
の？
it tastes good. Can't argue with that. The difference between us was never clear. Compared to my health concerns, she cared more about the taste. I flipped through the magazine with one hand. There were more pages with notes. I recalled myself doing the same thing on a travel guidebook before every trip. Every stroke to the pen was filled with anticipation. You really want to try them, huh? She lowered her head. I heard her response in a tiny
いつ
voice.
か一緒に行くって。
They said she would bring me there. I was getting a little tired of constantly mentioning a big sis. However, she only had her big sis to rely on. She couldn't go to school and only had to become independent way before others. It just wasn't fair to call her ignorant. Ah, I sighed. My heart was always feeling heavy when talking to her. Sometimes I'd rather she were as hungry as her sister. At least I wasn't feel as guilty that way. The magazine was the manifestation of her dream, desserts, cake, and chocolate. From her perspective, these dreams would never come true. And if she got the money, I don't think she would be able to bring you on a foodie tour. She looked at me with an expression of a verge of tears. Seeing her depressed, I swallowed the words I was about to say, regretting the fact that I might have gone too far. I wanted to let her see the reality, but didn't want to hurt her either. With that said, there could be a chance for that in the future. Really? Yep. Repeating myself to give her confidence. The shaky light in the dark. Oh shit! The shaky light in the dark lightened up her young face, which was filled with the unease and sadness. She knew what her sister was doing. That very realization was what shaped her suffering. But she didn't have a choice. Could she stop her sister and convince her to buy her? To convince her to focus on a proper job instead of kidnapping? There's obviously no way. Even an adult would not be able to give her an answer, let alone a kid like her. She was not to be blamed here. The ones responsible were her parents, her guardian, or even her big sis. My thoughts were interrupted by the sound. She was back. Immediately, there was no countless thoughts in my mind. After I realized I had no time to hesitate, the footsteps were getting closer, her heart beat faster. Clenched, I let go of my hands, the palms were drenched in sweat. Maybe, just maybe, if she did get the ransom, then it would be all over when she got here. No one would get hurt. They could restart their life, a happy ending like all fairy tales. No matter how unlikely it was, I wanted to believe that slight chance was my last chance of escape. As a wager, suddenly gamble on anything, and this would be the only time I truly hoped to win. Aw, shit. Nope, not escaping. Exactly, she would have caught me. Into the room with an icy expression. She had none of the cool. Oh shit. She had none of her unusual cool anymore. Messy hair spread across her shoulders and seen nothing but rage and despair in her eyes. I knew the answer without asking.
姉ちゃん。
あっち行って。
Step aside. Ah. Bro. Out of nowhere, a kick landed on my stomach and made me curl up in pain. Before I could react, a myriad of punches landed on me.
黙ってすっ込んでろ。
Oh wow, bro. I'm getting beat the hell up.
あんたらは
All the same, all of you. Trying to vent a rage upon me. I managed to cover up my head with my hands, trying to shield my crucial parts. There was no taste. There was taste of blood in my mouth, body spasm uncontrollably, and even coughing up gastric juice didn't elevate the sense of nausea.
いつもこうだ。
Every single time.
いつも
Every time.
いつも
Every
いつも
fucking
いつも
time.
私は普通に
That's
暮らし
what
た
I
い
do in
だ
my
け
life.
だ。
Why do you have to force me? What do you want from me? The yelling and the crying, the initial burning pains even gradually disappear, all the noise mixed into one everlasting sound in my ear, as though from somewhere far, far away. I naively thought it would work out, and gave up my chance like a coward believing they would pay. I knew it from the very beginning. I gave it my chance to express and embrace the unrealistic hope, and here I was. I should have escaped. She finally stopped, and the only sound left in their room was the heavy breathing and sobs of the girl.
姉ちゃん全部良くなるって言ったのに。
She said it would be alright. As though hearing her sister for the first time, the girl dropped her fist and faced the crying little girl. Still trembling, her hand postured piercing only.
泣くな。
Don't cry. I could hear her choking up and there was tears in her eyes, but she stubbornly refused to let them drop. I won't cry
私も
either. Oh god.
死んでも泣いてやらない。こうなると知っていたから。
I knew it would be like this. You
何
no
を
one
やっ
believed me
て
no
も
matter what I did.
あいつらからすれ
From the
ば
perspective, we should all
私た
just
ち
go
は
to
死
hell.
んだ方がマシだ。
We're just some social problem.
社会問
We
題
should all just die.
貧乏だから
It's because we're poor
教
and we
育
can't
さ
go
れ
to
てないん
school.
だから。いっそのこと
Why don't they just lock up
月給
everyone who has
6
a
万円以下
20k
は全
income?
部豚箱
They
にぶっ
just have
込
a
んで
middle school diploma
中
and just
学
get
で
executed.
どうせあれ呼
What
ば
do
わ
they
りだ。
call us? Backup criminals? Social time
よ
bombs?
く聞いて
Listen
誰
to
も
me.
私
No
た
one
ち
will
を信
believe
じて
us.
くれない
And no one will
自
help
分
us.
たちが頼
All
り
we
だ。
have is ourselves, got it? No, my god. Of
知っ
course.
てたよ。
These goddamn world is
このく
unfair. Hearing familiar words, I finally understood the emotion behind them. It was neither helpless or acceptance, but rage and struggling against reality. Wow. Just wow. What, bro? Wow. Let me save this. Wow, bro. So with that being said, day 6's answer, I hope we get an answer. This is actually a shorter gameplay of what I really wanted to basically have. Holy crap. I need answers. I have questions. I should have escaped, but I really think that either way, if I stayed or if I escaped, I would have got beaten the shit out of. Because I decided to stay. I thought there was a sense of hope that she wouldn't get mad at me and beat the shit out of me. I just thought that, it would be like, you know what, another fucking day you're here and she's getting tired of me, so I don't really know. I hope we're getting to the end of this, because I really want to know what happens. I know you guys like this game, and I do too. And and by the way, yeah, again, Happy New Year, guys. I just hope everything went smooth. We just have a snowstorm here, so round 2 of it actually. It's basically like 2 feet snow. I, I don't know. I hope I'll makes it out of there and the plows do their job. Shout out to them. But I'm gonna end it here, guys. Like the video and comment on the video, definitely. Definitely subscribe because we're on that track to 100 subs. It's 2025 now, so let's make this year. I'm gonna try to make this year more frequent uploads. Probably like twice a week. Hopefully. I know the days that I did it were Sunday as much. And then I did on random days that I put also upload. So Sundays will probably be permanent. I just got to find out a day when to actually upload because I probably record them like a week under time and stuff that I say in the video could possibly be over. Like know what I'm saying? I'd be like, oh yeah, the Super Bowl could be like this day and stuff like that, and then next thing you know, I upload the video and the freaking Super Bowl's over. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, though, guys, yeah, I said everything already. We're here for a good time, not a long time, guys. And as always, I love y'all and be good to yourselves, and most importantly, be good to each other, guys. Peace out.